Good afternoon, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday afternoon, August 8th. We are looking at window traders' market profile of the ES and NQ. I think the bulls are starting to feel like Rodney Dangerfield. They continue to go higher, but I see so much stuff on social media and other things that they're just getting no respect. Do you realize SPY closed up? So the ES or SPY, last week SPY was down $15.38. You know what we're up this week? $15.43. We took back all of last week in 5 cents. What's more impressive about it, I believe, it wasn't done on a gap, right? A lot of times you get a big gap. Well, there was no gap. We opened Monday inside of Friday this week. Now, yes, we didn't get good distance away, or I should say we didn't get distance away and hold it as we came back into the day's ranges. But boy, oh boy, you got to give the bulls their due. Now, we are definitely still in balance on the weekly in ES and NQ. Righty is in balance on all 3 time frames. We'll go over all these charts at the end of the video. Look what NQ is doing right now. They're making a new monthly high in a maintenance session. Okay? ES's monthly high in overnight is still up here. I don't think they got that so far in the maintenance session. But if they do, that would be the high. No, they didn't get it yet. So ES ends with what? A poor high. Poor highs and poor lows have been incredible. You got the poor high, and then the market decided to liquidate 2 hours worth of longs off the poor high and then come right back up. So righty ends, they just missed another perfect POC. I'm in 3-tick increments. They're only 12 wide. They just missed it. They end with an inside day and a 12 wide POC. Again, it's either a 4-day balance or 5. I'd probably call it 4. Tuesday's low, Thursday's high. But we'll go over that on the charts. NQ ends with a 9 wide point of control. We failed to hold trend today to the upside, ES and an NQ. ES ends with a 9 wide POC and a poor high. ES lost their afternoon pullback late in M. Actually, NQ didn't. NQ has the afternoon pullback too in H. So today, believe it or not, after some real big time chop in A period, turned out to be an incredibly accommodating day. I took all longs except once in F. When it made the new high, I took the short. I said, it's probably going to be a stop run. I should have done it again in I period. I didn't. I was kind of preoccupied, so I didn't do that. And the reason for that is they failed the trend. We're getting to a balance high. When you get those quick pops above a previous high like they did in F, not I period, J, that's telling you it's just a stop run. So, again, I had a good day. I got all my staple plays. I got the overnight high in NQ. I got A's high. I got ebb and flow highs. I got the IB high in C. I took a long in C when NQ filled the single prints. Got paid on that. E period got paid on both longs against the 144 and halfback. F is when I took the short. When we made the new high. When they had a little stop run. H took the long for the afternoon pullback low, and I actually took a long in, what did I take? I took a long in L. I don't know why I took the long in L. I wrote back to POC, but that can't be it. I'm not sure why I wrote that. But I took a small long in L too that I get paid on, but it certainly wasn't to go back to POC, that's for sure. I'd be taking a short if that was the case. But regardless, today provided solid MGI and a good accommodating day. The other thing is, it's another blowout. You remember what I said last night? I said if the week played out the way it was going, the Bulls should have a blowout today. Well, they did. 6-0 on both of them. ES had a shutout all 5 days. 3 for the Bulls, 2 for the Bears. NQ had 3 shutouts for the Bulls, 1 for the Bears, The closest game this week was yesterday. The Bears won 4-2 in NQ. That is extremely unusual. Why is that happening? Because the market is being run by short-term players, and even though we are getting extension, right? One day they go up, the next day they give it up, then we go up, then they come back. That's all it is. There's no real loyalty. However, in the bigger picture, the market is continuing to what? Go higher. Right? Look at this. Right? So for now, NQ's monthly high is in the maintenance. There's no overnight tonight. So whatever the maintenance high turns out to be tonight, that's going to be a high. It could potentially be an ES if we take out 26.75, which we're still here. It is right here, 5 points away. So we don't know if we're going to have a new monthly high in the overnight. Why don't you ignore that? You can't ignore it. It's still part of the trading. Okay? Now, let's go to these charts and start breaking them down. Now, IWM is the poster child of balance. They're back to balance on the monthly, right? They came back to balance this month. I think that's healthy, right? I think at some point we all need to come back to balance to make the market healthier and then come out of balance higher. So for now, the monthly is balance. The weekly is also balance. And one other thing I failed to mention, all three of us have inside weeks. So maybe the inside weeks will propel us out of a weekly balance. Remains to be seen. Right? So balance on the monthly, balance on the weekly with an inside week. What is righty's balance? The last 6 weeks. Last week's low is the bottom of the balance. The previous week's high above that is the week balance high. Okay? The daily is also balance. Technically, it's up. Oh, actually, no, it's not. I totally take that back. I forgot. Yesterday, we took out the previous day's low. So they are a 4-day balance. Okay? They've tried to get over the 20. They closed below it by about $1. They are above the 200 now, though, for all week, 5 days. That's still not resolved yet, though. So a lot of times, righty's the canary in the coal mine. So we're going to see if righty comes out of balance to the downside. Well, guess what? You're going to go test the 200 again. Come out of it to the upside, you start getting further away from it, and you can put potentially the daily and weekly back up. Balance on all three. NQ and triple Q. And the reason I look at the ETFs, because the charts are 1,000% cleaner for me. Up on the monthly. Right? One time framing up 4 months, not even including the incredible run off April's lows to April's highs. The weekly is balance. It's an inside week. You know what? I'll take that back for Qs. Qs made an all-time. In fact, yeah, let me reference that. Triple Qs, NDX, and the NASDAQ Composite all hit all-time highs. Barely. I think Qs did it by 13 cents. So technically, they are not an inside week. But I would still treat it as one, and I would still call them balance. Okay? I'd want to see them take out this week's high to go back to up. Okay? So their balance for me, again, if you're going to give the bulls their due, I don't know, that's a $7 difference between these two weekly lows. But regardless, it's balanced. We'll see how big it is if we come back in as we go along. But right now, I would still call it balance with an inside week. And the daily is up. One time framing up, 5 days. Now, today's volume stunk, 34 million. They average 45. So, very poor volume in Qs. So, they're up on the monthly, daily, balance on the weekly, which is an inside week. S&P. Monthly is up. Now, one thing I don't know if you noticed, it's only 1 week into the month, right? But if you're a bull, you want extension, right? You didn't even take out last month's high yet. So again, it's an inside month early for ES and SPY. It's an inside month for NQ, but not for triple Qs, but barely. So, but we're still very healthy, and we're up 4 months. The weekly is firmly balanced. It's a 6-week balance. It's an inside week. Now, please keep in mind, if you come out of the inside week to the downside, you're not coming out of balance on the weekly. Not yet. You would have to take out the weekly low of June 30th. If you come out of the inside week to the upside, I would think the odds get much better to partially go above the weekly balance side, but it's not guaranteed. So be aware of fake breakouts either to the upside or downside. That goes for all 3 of these. So the monthly's up, the weekly is an inside week, 6-week balance. And the daily is chugging along, up for 5 days. So again, their volume was poor too, 61 million, we averaged 69. So as a day trader, I advise you to just look at what the market provides to us when it starts painting its picture every day against prior day and or days. It's great to look at the bigger picture. I love looking at it. I'll guarantee you these perma bears, looking at these slow grinds, not that much volume, and saying it's over to. But if if they did that this week, well, they got ground to dust. Well, $15 this week, right? Yeah, it's an inside week, but we're up $15. So again, take that for what it's worth. Hope you had a great day and a great week trading. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Somebody said they were having trouble with my Tradeify link, but I've gotten emails saying that people are buying some accounts from Tradeify, because I'm affiliated with them, and I see that. So if anybody else is having problems, please write it in the comment section. I think Tradeify is the best one out there. So if you are looking for a prop account, please use my link that I have on the videos, morning and afternoon. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel each and every time you watch it. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, and we'll speak prior to the opening on